Hello, welcome to Moments with Celeste, everybody. Come in, come in, come in, come in. Make yourself at home, pull up a chair, kick your feet up, all that good stuff, right? All the good stuff. I hope you all are having a wonderful Monday. We guess it's not Monday, is it? Is it Monday? Gosh, now my mind is, it's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. You guys, you're kidding me, weren't you? It's Tuesday. I think it's because I slept most of my day yesterday. So I'm a day behind, but hey, you know, it is what it is, right? As long as we get it done. So today we're going to work a little bit. I'm going to put together a strawberry themed wavy journal. That's my plan anyway. That is my plan. And we are, I found some cute printables that I had, and I found this adorable little, it wasn't little, it's a 12 by 12 pad of papers, scrapbook papers at Michael's a couple weeks ago for the $5.90 or something like that. And so I snatched that up, and everything in it was strawberries, and strawberries, and then there's tomatoes. So as you come in, say hi. So I want to be able to say hi to you today. And we're not being streamed in on another page today. I'm just here on my Moments with Celeste. So I think I know there's probably all kinds of events going on today. But we're just going to go ahead and we'll get started here. And I don't see any eyeballs yet, but if any eyeballs come up, we'll just go with it. So go ahead and let's just chat a little bit for those of you that catch me on here. And we're going to get started on my wavy strawberry journal today. So basically, to do this strawberry journal, now if I had my preference, I would have used, this is kind of a lightweight cardstock for most of it, not all of it, but most of it. I would have preferred to have just the scrapbook paper, just because of the bulkiness of it. But I think this will work, but we're going to try it and see. So basically what we're going to do today is I'm going to put together, and we're going to make a 30 days of strawberry journal prompting, okay? So that's going to be my theme. Hi, Angela. How are you? Thank you so much, friend. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend, as always. So we're going to do a 30-day, maybe have 31 days, who knows. 30 days of a strawberry-themed journal prompt, journal with prompts for 30 days that are going to go along with the strawberry theme. So I've been wanting to do this one for a while, so I had it on my calendar that this was going to be the day, and so this is the day. This is the day. Hi, Martha. Good afternoon to you, my dear friend. Come on in. So to do this journal for a 30-day, I have pulled 8 sheets of paper. And I want to show you some of the papers here that we're going to be using. So I've got my coffee paper that I love. But then we're going to do, there's going to be lots of strawberry things in here. Okay. Isn't that a pretty one? And then we've got this one. It's a tray of the tea and strawberries. And then we have this one. And this one here. Some strawberry jams. I love this. This is my favorite one right there. I love that one. But that's what we're going to start with. Now, some of you may have seen on Natasha's treasure books, some of her, the wavy cut journals that she's made. And then I made one here a couple of months ago that I sold in one of my sales. And so that's kind of what I'm going to aim for today, okay? So these here are just 8 by 11 paper, okay? I cut my 12 by 12s down and made them 8 by 11. And what you do with these is you get them all folded in half, and then you're going to start with the cover. Now the cover on this is going to be little small. It's going to be a small one. And then we're going to work our way through, and we're going to cut in a wavy motion around, and then add the next one, and you're going to see what we're going to end up with here. So I'm going to start, I came down about 1.5 inches from the top and the bottom here. And we are going to cut off that little chunk of Ruski. So I marked it so I would hopefully get the right piece. And so the actually front cover is only going to be, wait till you see this, it's only going to be this big. But then with each page I add, each page gets gradually bigger. It's really kind of fun and cool. Kind of fun and cool. And then let's see, I'm probably going to take this and cut it about the same. About the same. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, let's go to about right here. So there's the size of my front cover. And here's the size of the last page is going to be this big. Okay, so we're going to work our way out. And the way we do it, so here's the inside, right? So I'm going to bring my scissors. And like I said, some of you have probably seen this being done before on treasure books. But I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go close to the edge. Okay, I'm not going to come way up high. I'm just going to come close to the edge. And I'm just going to make a wavy, just a wavy little pattern here. Okay, just going to make it wavy. Hope you all had a wonderful Easter. We sure did. We sure did. Had a wonderful time with all the family. But boy, now we're back to just normal, aren't we? Okay, so do you see there? Let's show you so you can see kind of how we did that. Can you see how we did that? I just cut a little wavy pattern across the top of this one. I don't even know if you can see it on there. Okay, there you go. Okay, so that's my front cover. Okay, now I'm going to put this away. And I put the papers already in the order that I wanted. Okay, so the next one I'm going to use is a coffee sheet. And for the coffee sheet one, I'm going to come down a little ways. And I'm going to just trim off in a wavy motion down around the bottom of this and all the way around. But I'm not going to match the wave. I'm not going to match my wave. I'm not going to follow any rules. I'm just going to do what I want to do. Okay? And so to do that, I'm just going to do some little, and the reason you do this is because when this gets all said and done, you're going to have some things, some pages, and they're going to all be sticking out in different textures and things. And I probably should have done that one a little bit further, but oh well, it's okay. Okay, I'm just going to wave it, wave it, wave it, wave it, wave it. Okay, so let me take this one here since I did kind of make it a little shorter than I wanted to. Let's go up here and we're going to wave it, okay? And the reason I did that is because I want to be able to see the part from the paper underneath it, okay? So here's the cover, here's the page 2. Page 3, and I hope it turns out, is going to be this strawberry hat. And on the back, it's a bowl of strawberries. Okay, so I'm not going to get the whole thing on here. So I'm going to kind of, I wish I could, but I just can't. Maybe what I'll do is wait further back where it's going to be bigger. So hang on a second. I can do this one here. Oh, I want to say that one too. I've got some pretty ones. What I'm aiming to do here is I want to get some of these that have the bigger strawberries. Let's go with this page here next. Okay. So you're going to put your book together where we had trimmed it off already. I'm going to put this next page in. And you're going to see how I have it lined up. This is where I'm cutting my wave right here, okay? It isn't going to go all the way up to that. It's just a little bit, okay? So I had to wrap my little brain around it the first couple times I did one of these, but it's making kind of almost, you can do it like a scalloped edge or really any kind of the wave you want, however big or small, okay? All right. So there's the first 3 pages, okay? Now I'm going to go in and I think I'm going to put in, let's go with this piece right here. And this one had some strawberries on it. So if I kind of get it up like that, it was a printable that I cut out. So I'm just going to cut some of this off, okay? Hi, Lisa Kid. And hello, Jill. How are you today, my friend? I saw that you had some help doing some fussy cutting for you. That I sure did. Boy, he helped me get her done. I tell you, he sure did. We sat in that car for 2 hours cutting lace. It's going to be, I'll have available at my Crafty Bunch sale this Friday night. Okay, so each time with each page I add in here, I just add it a little bit wider. See? Okay. Keeping my snippets, that's for sure, right? Okay, then over here, let's go with, let's see. I think I'll go with this one here. I had them in the order I wanted it, but now I changed myself up. Go figure, right? Okay. I think we'll do another piece here of the coffee stain. Now, so I hold it in here. Okay. So put it up against the binding spine there, and then I'm going to cut up here and down here. So here we go. We're going to go doop-de-doop-de-doop-de-doop-de-doop-doop. If you sing a song with it, it makes it go better, I'm sure. Just sure it is. Like I said, I don't want to keep every one of my wave patterns the exact same because I want to be able to see all the pretty other ones that are sticking out from behind it. Okay, there's that one. So then the next one I'm going to put in here, let's see, let's go with the pretty red one. Do I want to do the pretty red one? No, I want to do, let me see what I've got here. If I stick this in, okay, this will work. So I'm going to take this big print here, but I'm going to put it, this is the piece that I just cut off the pattern. I'm going to stick it in here so that it comes up in the middle of the page more, and I'll get more of this printable when I cut this out. So let's go down here. I'm going to do lots of little squiggles in this piece here. We'll do lots of little ones. I just thought this was such a fun little journal, and it's going to be, like I said, I've created some strips that have different journal prompts. I've never actually made one that has journal prompts, so this will be my first, and I'm really excited to see how it comes out. It's going to be a 30-day strawberry themed journal journal with prompts. Okay, so then that goes in here. Oops. Did I do it right? Did I do it right? Yep, did it right. Okay, here's what we've got so far. Let's see how all these layers are coming out. It's really fun. Okay, now we'll go in and I'm going to stick in this pretty little one here. And let's go to this one we just cut out. The last one you cut out is the shape, the one you're going to take and use kind of as a pattern, I guess, is so you know where you want to cut your waves. Have any of you tried this yet? Okay, and see, as I get bigger, I'm using more of the paper. And that's what you want. You want your last page that you cut is going to be your largest. Okay. So we've got those in there. We've got that in there. Oopsie daisy. Didn't do that right. How do I keep doing that? Did I lose somebody? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Okay, so we've got that there. We've got that there. Ah, you guys, look what I went and did. I cut that one off, and I didn't mean to. So I guess we won't use that page for this. We'll use it for something else. Okay, then we've got that. Then we've got this. Okay, and then we've got, which one was a smaller one? We've got this one. Okay, so I need to cut another piece here that's going to take place of this one right here. I love that too. But let's see here which one I want. We'll go with this page here. I like this too. Okay, that has the greens and the pinks. So let me do it the right way this time, okay? And I'm just going to pretend that we're doubling it up. I'm just going to copy the pattern I used on this one, since that's the one that I cut wrong. It makes you think a little bit. And I do like to cut these down a little bit, but we'll see this. Okay. All right, we'll put this one in here, and then the brown one's going to go inside of there, and then this one here I just did is going to go inside of here. The only thing is I don't want it that big. So let me trim this one down a little more. Just, I don't want it that big yet. It's not my last page. And there really isn't any way you can goof up on this, because however you cut your waves and whatever shows, you know, doesn't really matter, because you'll see it. Okay. Okay, so there's what we've got so far. Okay. And let's see, it might still. Okay. Then we're going to go with, look at this cute one, you guys. Isn't that sweet? So I'm thinking if we put that one in here, I can possibly, yes, good. Yes, yes, yes. It's going to give me room in here to get the majority of my little teacup in here. Won't that be fun? Let's see. I haven't seen this before. Yeah, it's one that I saw on a YouTube back. It's probably been about 3 months ago, and I decided to try it. So I've made actually a couple of them, And they're just a lot of fun, and they're very different than what we normally do, in my opinion anyway. And it's just fun. And there's no measuring, you just cut it out however you want to cut it out here. Okay, and so we've got that one, and we've got that one, and we've got this brown one going in here. Okay, do we have that right? Let's see here. Put that one there. Actually, put that one right there. And we can put this one right here. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. And then this one goes here. Okay. And then my last piece is going to be the red. So we're going to take this one we just cut off of. Now I want this one here to end up being about the whole width of this paper. So, I mean, to go out, because this is going to be, what it is it's like cutting a book almost backwards. It's like, you know, we want to cut it to maybe have your, I don't know, big one at the front. But this is going to just go a whole different avenue for us. Now, I didn't go all the way out to the edge here, which is okay. We're good. After I told you that's what I wanted to do, right? Okay. Okay, so let's put this in here. Put that in there. And then we're going to put these together. Now, to put them together, we want to take it, and we're going to take this, and this is going to be one that I'm just going to tie it shut. But if I wanted to, you know, you can definitely do the sew in, or you can even sew it with the sewing machine. Okay, hand sew or sewing machine. But I just want to make sure I get my pages lined up here right. Okay. So, each page that goes under, that is tucked under, needs to be a little bit larger on the farther out on the edges than the other one was, than the one that it's before it. And that's the biggest plan on this. Okay, so I'm not happy with this little guy right here. So let's see if I can budge him up. I like that. Budge it up just a smidgen. Yeah, there we go. And then you do that. Okay, so here is what we have. So do you see? Here's your cover. This is the cover, this little one. And then each page gets gradually bigger. Isn't that fun? And then we're going to put, and I think what I'll try to do now is just to tie it, just to hold it in place for a second. And then we'll start embellishing this. But let me think this through if this is how I want to do it. Because look at, I want to put this one. Isn't that pretty? That might end up being the very last page after all. I'll glue it on the inside of that last one. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Now, I want to take these and I want to make sure that I am going to embellish the edges of this. So, to grunge it up a bit. So, let me get this. I stuck this in the red and I shouldn't have, but... Now, do I want to do it in black or do I want to do it? I think I might do it with black. Because strawberries have black in them, right? Okay, let's get the archival ink here. Find my black little majigger. Mama jigger. Thingy-majigger. Let's see here. Okay. Let me pull this one off here. Put this one on here. Okay. So we're going to go around and we're going to do the outside edges with black, okay? Something from Alice in Wonderland. Oh, there you go, Lisa. That is very much, isn't it? Yeah. definitely. Hello, Renee. How are you, friend? Okay, get my dauber all daubered up. And I'm going to go around and I'm just going to go on the edge of the wave pattern on each piece. And you'll see why it's important to grunge your edge on these when you go to put it back together, because this will really help us to see the different layers. Okay, now let's do the back. A little darker there. I didn't get it quite dark enough. How many of you, do you like strawberries? If you like strawberries, if you like the taste and texture of strawberries, say yes. If you like the taste and texture of strawberries, say yes in the comments. Okay, so there's the page that's going to be the middle. Then we're going to come to the next one here, and we're going to do the same thing. Oop, getting a little bit fussier than I wanted. I didn't want it that grunged. How many of you like the taste and the texture of strawberries? Jeanette does. Our hippie friend does. Hi, Lou. Linda does. Let's see. Okay. Get that around here. So you're going to take all 8 pages and do this to it, okay? So it goes on the outside of the big one here. So you see there how you're going to be able to see the edging better with it grunged up. Okay. Let's see. Sherry. Hi there, Sherry. Good ripe strawberries. Ooh. See, now I love them if they're ripe and juicy and bright red. I love the taste of strawberries. Love the taste, let's say I love the strawberry flavor. But what I don't care for sometimes is the texture of a strawberry. That's my dilemma. So if they're soft and juicy, not smooshy soft, but juicy, but aren't like white inside, then I love them. Now, you dip them in a chocolate strawberry dip, I'll eat them all day long. How about you guys? Hi there, Sue. Let's see. Love the wavy edges. Oh, it's so much fun. This is a fun journal design to make. Fun. The hardest part is just getting it and then sitting here and doing the edges. Okay. On up a little bit. Okay. Are any of you like that with texture? Oh, strawberry shortcake. Yummy. Yum. You know, when our grandson was a toddler, and I think he still loves strawberries to this day at 16. He was always loved fresh fruit and fresh vegetables as a little one. And he, sometimes when they come over, I would make a strawberry tort. Not kind of layer. It's called a tort, isn't it? Where you layer it and you have like torn up angel food cake and then like a vanilla custard and then strawberries and whipped cream and then more cake and all of that. Oh, did he love that? and he loved helping Grandma make it. That's a fun one. If you ever want to figure out a dessert to do with kids, that's an easy one to do. Okay, got that part done. So then what I'm going to do is, after we get these here all done, we're going to take and go and work on the inside of each of these pieces. So on some of the insides, I'm going to, if it's plain white, I might do some stenciling on it. I sure love coffee stain paper, don't you? This is so crispy and I just love it. Just had to order me some more the other day. On here. So you see, I'm just layering them. So we're working our way back to the small pieces. Now what I did do on the one I made before, and I may actually come back and do this later after you guys don't have to sit and watch me, is I took my metallic pen and went around and edged some of it too on those edges, and that looked really pretty. You love making it. Oh, do you have the tort? Oops, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, it's a yummy one, isn't it? Okay. Sticker on here where it goes. We're getting there, gals. We're getting there. My husband doesn't like the strawberries either. Yeah. I'm a texture person. I have been since a little child. Ugh. I can't stand raw onions. I can't stand, I'll eat it. I'm better than I used to be, but pineapple chunks. Because you know, when you bite down the wrong grain on that, you're going to get that grainy, but that's the main reason I have not eaten onions since I was a little girl. Now, I'll eat them if they're, I love the onion flavor. I love Funyuns. I love, I don't even like minced onions. Ooh, because you get a little taste of it. Isn't that crazy? And my grandma, she spoiled me greatly because anytime we went to Grandma's house, anything she made that had onions in it, she would always make Celeste a little special side dish without onions. So she spoiled me pretty good, my grandma did. I miss my grandma. That we used to, Thanksgiving, there'd always be little separate little containers for Celeste. If it had onions in it. Oh. I don't know if I'd even do that for my I would do it for my grandchild. I never did it for my kids. I should have, but they liked everything, pretty much. Okay. Then the last one, we're back to the cover. Okay, my dad wouldn't eat new onions. Was it because of the strength of the onion taste, or was it the texture, do you think? All right, so this front cover here, I'm probably going to end up doing a little gold trim around it just because you can't see the black, but we know it's there, right? All right, let's put this away for now because I know I'll have to be getting it back out. So there we have our little weighty journal. Yeah, I want to make sure I get it in the right spot. Okay. Just right there, just a little bit of a stick out part. I don't know why I keep messing with them because I'm going to mess it up 16 more times before I get this done. Okay. So that is what it's going to look like. And then we're going to have all the pages inside, okay? Pretty paper toys. Isn't that fun? I got this, the majority of this, I got at Michael's. They had it on one of their $5 12 by 12 sales. Hi, Mitzi. You're fixing to pickle you some red. Are you really? Oh. You can eat some for me, okay? My mother loved pickled onions. I just can't do it. I can't eat. Let's see here. Let me get this up so I can see it better. For some reason, it's not showing on my laptop the last couple of days like it has been. So I don't know what the problem is here on the laptop. But let's see. She's making this from scratch, no kit. Yep, I'm making this from scratch, no kit. At least not yet. Unless somebody wants me to make them a kit. Nothing much. I don't like nuts in your food. See? Yeah, it's a texture thing, isn't it? My husband doesn't need to see. How are you, my friend? I am doing. Let's see. Mitzi, I did that. No raw onions for me. See, Sherry? You and me both. No raw onions. My dad and mom both used to eat raw onion, just sandwiches. I really dislike sardines, do ya? See, I can eat sardines, but it's not something I sit around the couch and, eat all day. But, I've had them before and I can eat them. My dad wouldn't eat all raw onions. We did the same for my dad. My twin, that was nice, Linda. My twin eats onions like an apple. Ooh. You're a twin, Sherry? I didn't know that. Oh, is it a twin sister or twin brother? I have done it for both my kids and I can see that you would, Jeanette. You are such a sweet lady. Patsy Ray says she would eat onions and tomatoes like apples. Now, I can eat tomatoes like that if I have salt with them. I love fresh tomatoes. In fact, I cannot wait for fresh vegetables to come in. Let's see. I can't eat onions. They cause esophageal. That would at least you have a good excuse, Jill. I don't have one. Okay. So on this little cover, I have this little sticker that's a little heart with strawberries on it. And I'm going to put this on here. And let's see, do I want to back it? I probably should back it with something. Let's see here. But what do I want to back it with? Let's see. Maybe I'll just tear up this little piece of this paper here, and then we'll put this on top of it. That way you can at least see it a little better. That's what we'll do. Okay. So we'll put that on top. We'll run this little guy up to, oh no, I didn't want to do it that way. Oh well. Think before you act, Celeste. Think before you act. Any of you ever have your parents tell you that, or school teachers? Okay. That will work fine and dandy. Kind of looks like the state of Nebraska. Let me change it here a little bit so I don't want everybody thinking I did a Nebraska themed one. Even though I love my state of Nebraska. Okay, then I have some more of this. I had some more of my pretty red, I thought. But no, I didn't. I used it all. Okay, let's see. This one I think is going to be too red. Ooh, maybe not. Let's see here. I might change my mind altogether. I might take, because I like this. Doesn't it look like strawberries to you? When you see a red checkered. Okay, let's see. If we take this, and I'm just going to cut a thin little strip. And we'll put it down the back side of it. We'll put it over here. Kind of go up, or maybe I'll put it in the middle. And then where'd my strawberry go? that's what we'll do. That just cheers it up a little bit. Okay. I can't eat onions. Okay, I got that one. Let's see. Still to this day, I need to think before I act. Or think before you act. You know, I think when we're just that way, I don't think we ever outgrow it there, Lou. I don't think we outgrow it. I don't think we outgrow it. I think we're stuck with it being this way. Oh, gosh. Okay, that's going to go down the middle. Make sure I get it straight. Put that on. Not sure that I like this little paper on the back of it. But yeah, we'll go with it. Now, I could put a little clump of some type of a lace in there, right? What if we did something like this little piece of this doily? That's probably not big enough. No. Okay, now I gotta think. Think. Let's go with, pull out my goodies here. I actually almost like it better with just that on the front. And then if I get like a little red button, what do you think? Instead of putting the strawberry on the front, and then we'll use the strawberry inside. That's what I'm kind of thinking, because I really like that on there. Let's just go ahead and do it. Get her done, Maynard. Okay. Try to get some of that glue off of there. Okay. So we'll just do that for starters, all right? This day I need to think. Hello, Pamela Braun. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome into A Moment with Celeste. We're doing a funky wavy journal today. Okay, then we're going to go in and let's go ahead. Now, I know for certain, beyond certain, that I want this here. So mad that I did that, but that's okay. I'm going to put this on the very back page. So in order to do that, I know I'm going to have to cut it, right? So let me go back to this back page. I'm going to trim this off because I just think this is so pretty. And that's going to be glued to the back. It takes a little, I think I could take a little bit off of here. Okay. Then we put it on here, and I'm just going to go back around here, and I am going to go ahead and just kind of trace this so that it gets the right shape. I think my niece must have just popped by. She was going to drop off. She said that my sister-in-law gave me and John an Easter basket, and somehow it got put in her kids' stuff. So she was going to drop it off. She must have had a visit at the hospital. For our doctor appointment, I should say. Okay. All right. Sorry about this here. Another one to cut, right? I just want this to be the back page of my, well, it isn't really going to be the back page, but it's going to be a page it's going to fit on. Okay, so we put it in there, and I'm just going to glue this one in, okay? So let's, so what I've done is I have gone and I have typed out 30 or 31 different little prompts on little pieces of paper that I'm going to put a different prompt on each page of this journal. This is a 30-day, 31-day, however you want to make it work, 30-day, 31-day journal, but has prompts. And what that means is that when you go to the first page, there's going to be a little thingy in there, and I'll show you in a minute how that's going to work. Get it out here to the edge. Crunch that up a little bit. Okay. Yay, now I'm happy. Okay. So what it's going to look like is when we go into our pages, and after I get these pages done, I've got these different little things that are going to be a prompt. And so on each page will be a prompt. And the prompts are going to be stuck. They might be at the top of a page. Okay. They might be on the back. I have several really cute little tags here. Okay, so this would be cute to put a small prompt here, and then they can use the back. So that might go into a pocket. I don't know that I'll have a whole lot of pockets in this, because this is going to very much serve its purpose with all these little tags, but I want it to be pretty. So for example, on one page it's going to say, if your life were a strawberry patch, what would be growing right now? That's a prompt for one day. And then you just write out and answer that. Okay? Another one, write about something small that brings you joy. And then we have, write about a person who adds sweetness to your life. Love that. I love that one. Describe your life in shades of red, pink, and green. Red, pink, and green. Describe a memory that tastes like summer. So you see how each one of these is going to be on a different page, and whoever ends up getting this, wanting this, I'll probably, if I get it done, I'll sell it on the sale Friday night. But I've got lots of work to do. But that's kind of how it's going to go. So on this first little page here, so this one here is going to be a little bit big. And this is actually the cover. So I'm going to take, I think, and cover this piece here. And I do have my gingham fabric. Now that would be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be fun. We're going to put gingham fabric on the inside cover here. And let's see, I'll probably just go ahead and do the front and the back. Cut out the size I need here. Now my problem's going to be the curvies on here. So do I want to do that or not? But what I can do, I can cut off a chunk of it, right? Because I don't want to have to mess with all that curvy stuff. Surely not. So let's just make it a little bit smaller than the curvy. And we'll just glue it, and then I'll come in and we'll grunge the top with something. Okay, so that's going to go there, and that's going to be cut about right here. Hi, Tammy. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Okay, so let's do this, and we're just going to glue it on here, and then we'll come in and do the other side. Whoops, can't see you, can you? All right, we'll just put this on here. Smush it down. I'll trim that off of there so it doesn't look like that. So that'll be the inside of the front cover. And then we'll go ahead and do the back on the back, the same on the back side. Okay, go in here,
Go over here. Let's see. Let's have it come up a little bit. Okay, we'll put this one down. This is the back of the inside cover. Okay. That'll give it a little bit of a strawberry pizzazz on it. Okay. Then, so this is the inside cover, and then this is going to be the first page. Okay. So on here, I'm going to want to put a prompt. So I have to decide here which one of my lovely little papers I want to use. Let's see here. Kind of like this piece that I cut up. See how it's got parts of the strawberry on there? So I'm just thinking I can just take this and we can just kind of jingle jangle it around a little bit. Maybe don't want to put it on this piece because it is the same color, but let's see. Let's move it over here to one of these pieces. But we definitely could do something like put it up here with that on there. But let me think how I want it. Okay. So we'll go in here. I'm going to cut this down a little more. Now, I'm not going to keep all of this, but I am going to come in and ink in quite a bit, I think. I don't know if this one will even work. Okay. And let's find one of the smaller little prompts if I have here. That's a big one. I don't need all this stuff over here, that's for sure. Okay, let's see. Well, I know I had some smaller ones. I don't think it's going to be too big. This might be harder than I think as far as matching up what I think I want. You ever have that trouble? Oh, gosh. I can spend a half an hour figuring out where I'm going to be putting a button. Okay, so here's one. I don't really care for the color of that, though. Let's grab one of my... Look at this one. It has ladybugs on it. Look at this one. That's a pretty one, isn't it? I like that too. These are all going to go in here. I just don't know where yet. So I'll have to fiddle-fuddle around until I figure it out, right? Okay, so we've got that. We've got this. We've got that. Okay, this will be a cute one. Let's put this one here that I messed up on the other page. That was the strawberries. And let's take this and let's cut it down where we need it to be about. Okay, because I don't want it to be flush up against the edge. Okay, and then we'll come down here and I'll cut off some of this down here. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue this. Let's do a little more up here. I'm just going to glue this in here. Okay, we'll glue that there, and then we're going to put that journal prompt on this, and that is some writing space. Okay. Now you guys are going to be so surprised when you see how pretty this is going to turn out. Because, you know, it ain't looking like much now, is it? You gotta trust the process. Okay, there's my middle. I'm going to put that there. We're just going to put that on here. This will be a cute little writing spot with some strawberries. And it'll butt up against that. And then we're going to take and let's see, which one do we want? Where do you feel most rooted? I think that's a cute one to put in there. So see, I'm just going to come in and we're going to just do these randomly. I'm going to find my brown here. I want to get to the brown. I don't want to use the, because now I'm thinking nature. I want some nature. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Lori Beth, it looks like the cloth over picnic table basket. It does, doesn't it, Lori? Love strawberries. My kindred is going to be strawberries. Your kitchen? Oh, that'll be cute, Teresa. Anybody else have a strawberry themed kitchen? That'd be cute. Years ago, when the kids were younger and lived at home, I did my kitchen in apples. We did the bottom half, we did like that big of the deep forest green and white check. And then we painted the top white, and then we did a border, and then had all kinds of apple stuff. That was fun. Okay, where do you feel most rooted? Let's put this baby on here. And I'm going to go a little longer on this day because I don't have any time constraints that I'm in with anything today. So if you have to leave, I totally understand. But if you don't, hey, stick around. Okay. Okay. So that'll be the first prompt. Then we're going to put this back on here. And we're going to go with, let's see if we can go back and fix up this front one a little bit. Now this one here, we had, let's see here. What do I want to use? My problem is I have too many options. Let's go with one of my tags. This is what my wallpaper wall was like. Except it was only halfway. Okay. Go get a look at this cute one. Isn't that sweet? So maybe we can make a little tuck pocket down here. Oh, that'll be cute. That will be cute. Let's just do it here. Don't you just love the colors of summer and spring? But summer, you know, seems like spring we get into the, you know, we have all the pretty yellows and the green. The green for me for spring is the green. I mean, that's spring, right? So if we take this and we put it on here and here, and then we're going to put a little prompt down on here. See, again, I got to find a small one. Oh, this is perfect. It says, what are you currently nurturing? Anybody want to answer that one? What are you currently nurturing? And we'll put this on the front of the pocket. And see if it's big enough, yeah. Or small enough, I should say. I think I have 31, I believe, but yes, I know for sure 30. If I have to, you know, I can, you know, make another one if we need to. But okay, so that's going to be the prompt. And then we're going to glue this on. I just think this would be a fun little journal to go through, wouldn't it? Because I'm not a journaler, as you all know. But I would definitely be a prompter. If there's a prompt there, and I just have to answer that prompt, that's more my speed. I'm not a sit down and write pages and pages, you know. I wish I was, but I'm just not. Okay, so we'll put this little cutesy pie right in there. So you can see how this is going to all pull together when you get all those other colors going, see? Okay, and it says, what are you currently nurturing? Okay, next page here. On the back of this, let's put another, let me find one that'll fit. Let's see. I'm putting this one, I think I have a picture of a pie somewhere, and it says, what does your heart feel hungry for lately? Okay, let's see. What sweetness have you overlooked lately? That's a good one. Let's just put that on here. And it doesn't even have to have anything. I think if I do it at an angle, you know, you can just write up here in this little space here. And let's see, do we want to put, this is perfect, strawberry juice. Maybe we can put the strawberry juice sticker down here. What sweetness have you overlooked lately? It is easy to overlook the sweetness of things, isn't it? Sweetness of life that we all have every single day, and it's so easy to get caught up with thinking about the things that go wrong and not the things that went right today. Okay, what sweetness? Okay, let's see. Let's put this, I'm going to put this actually up here, over this way, and then I cut it in half so that I can use the other part of it. Okay. And what sweetness have you overlooked lately? We're going to put that right like that. And then I'm just going to put this little strawberry juice sticker down here. Why not, right? Why not? Strawberry juice. Let's see if we put it over here. Okay. Then we'll go to this page here. And this one here, we're going to put probably, I do kind of like this one. It says, bloom where you are planted. And we could just put this on here, and then I'll just stick the little strip. I'll back it with something, and this will be a pocket too, even though it's little. So let's put it, let's see, if we go this way. And we'll put it here in the middle, kind of, sort of. And then let's see, let's go with, let's see here. We'll go on there. I might have to put it up at the top. Let's see, what about, because look at this cute little, look at this little tag. It's a stamp, but it's like a beetle or a ladybug or something on it. I think that'd be cute in there too, wouldn't it? With that little garden theme. But let's see. I gotta find something that needs just a shorter answer on this one. La da 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 da. Where in life do you need more sunshine? And you know, if I wanted to, I could even fold them in half and stick them down in here, couldn't I? I could. Could I? Or should I? Should I or could I or shouldn't I? Let's see here. This might be a cute one too, though. Let's see, where did I just put it? I just had one about I don't want to put that one yet. I want something fun here. It says bloom. So here's what we can do. Okay, good, that'll work. I can back this with a piece of something, something. And we can put, here, let's do it in a piece of the, let's do it with a little bit of the pink and sheer. Okay, and it's going to say, what seeds are you planting for your future? That's a good one, isn't it? Makes us think about it. Okay, so we'll put that on here, right like that. And then I think I'll take the black one and grunge this one up with. Tell you, we're never too old to stop planting seeds for our future. Right? Because we're never too old to stop growing. Okay, so I just put it on that little stick. And we're going to stick them down in this little pocket here. Oh, it went too long. Shootski. Let's see. Let's trim it off here. I'm kind of having a little struggle here today, aren't I? On my little struggle bus. Okay. Okay. We'll see if that works. Well, not exactly. Well, that might have to go somewhere else. But for right now, I'm leaving it there, I'll tell you. And then where do you feel most rooted? And then we'll do one more here. And let's see, which one do I want to try? I have the cutest little things here. This one here, see, the big ones are going to be the easy ones to do. Right? And then maybe over here, I kind of like it to be hidden a little bit. So wonder if we can make a little flappy thingy. That goes really well with that. But let's see if that's what we want. Write about a childhood summer memory. Now this will be a good one to put on this page here because it gives them a little more writing room. So that's a cute one. Let's do that. Let's take this one here and grunge it in a little red trim if I've got it out here. It's kind of rusty because I did it with my... Okay. So, write about a favorite... Maybe I'll do that on even a little bit bigger of a page here. Let's see. Isn't this cute? It's like strawberry, and I think it's blankets stacked up. You could do that there. You could do that back here. Here's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it here. We're going to make it into a flip. And then I'm going to flip it up here. And then they can flip it up and use back side of it. And also, I'm going to do it so I can put that down. Let's see, right about A childhood memory. We'll put that up at the top. I probably should have scooched it down a little bit. Let's put it at the bottom. You see, you can do something like this with any kind of a theme, couldn't we? Really could. Write about a childhood memory. And then they can flip it up. Let me fold it where I want it to be folded there. Okay. Flip it up. And they can write it up here on the white. But you can also write it here on the checkered. That can be kind of fun. So that's that one. So anyway, this is just giving us some ideas for today, right? I'm going to keep working on this, and we'll see how it all turns out, right? And when I get through, I'll definitely show you. And I might even, so like in here, I have a little bit of the white showing. Let's just take and grunge that up a little bit from the inside of the seam. Okay. I'm just going to keep working on it, and we'll see what we end up with. But when I get all done, like I said, I'll do a walkthrough video for you to see. And I think I just think this is going to be a fun one. I do. So I hope you have a good evening, and think of something sweet about your life today. Okay? Love you all. And I'll see you tomorrow. I will be on the Crafty Bunch at 3 Central on Christy Sloan's adventures with doing fragments and findings. Fragments and findings tomorrow at 3. So check with her all day tomorrow. I can't remember what time she comes on for sure, but look it up on the Crafty Bunch, okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.